Well, here we are, leaving Costco. Another successful trip. Found everything I was looking for. No hassles. Got my favorite parking spot right next to the card house. You got to park in the same spot all the time. That way, when you come out of the store, you know where your car is. If every time you go to the store, you park someplace different, then you're the person out in the parking lot wandering around with a cart, wondering where they parked at. I don't want to be that person. I've been that person. It's happened in the past. But you learn. You change. You do something different and make sure it doesn't happen again. This is the best part, getting out of the parking lot. Because some people, they think it's a raceway. Here we go. So normally when I'm driving, I have music playing, but you know, as I said before, you know, you got music. You can't have music playing. There you go. That's what you should do. Is you should block my lane. They pulled right in front of me, so I can't. There we go. Now we're moving. They're in a hurry to get into the gas station, but at the same time, the tanker truck's trying to get out of the gas station part of Costco, and so everything was clogged up. And here we go again. Doing some cart organizing at the cart corral there. It always drives me that when you go, people put they like, I've seen people like from you know feet away or more, you know, like shove their cart at the cart corral, and for me, you know, someone's got to come out and collect those carts. That's not their only job, you know, but somebody has to do it. And when you just throw the stuff out there like that, it's what we used to call shit on your neighbor. You know, that who's your customer? Who's, you know, that whatever you're doing, where's it going to next? Because that's who you should be thinking about. Who's next? You know, next one down the line. You know, so yeah, it just drives me crazy. People just have the carts shoved in all willy-nilly. A gentleman that worked there, me and him were discussing people that forget stuff in their carts. He said he found a big bottle of vodka one time. I told him as well. One time I forgot a pack of raspberries. The raspberries are red, and those plastic seat-covered kid things in the carts, they're red, and the raspberries blended right in. I got home, it's like, where the heck's the raspberries? I know I had them, right, but I forgot them in my cart. A couple weeks later, when I was going to leave, and there was a case of Coke on the bottom of the cart, and I thought, well, that's a fair trade, I guess. You know, someone got my raspberries, and I got a case of Coke, so that was all right. Here we're coming up on Goat Road, so it's there's a couple goats, Penny and Parker, that live on Goat Road. Well, originally there was just Goat, and Goat has since passed away, but Penny and Parker are still there. And when Penny and Parker first showed up on the scene, the lady who's her and her husband, their farm, we pulled up because they're cute little baby goats, and she says, "Oh, their names are Penny and Parker." So if there's no traffic coming up behind us, then we are known to stop and say hi to Penny and Parker if they're outside. Usually if they're inside, we don't stop. I have on occasion. Coming through before on the way to Costco, they were both out, but I had a car right behind me, so I couldn't stop and say hi to the goats. But yeah, the original Goat, I never knew his name. I would just stop, "Hi, Goat," and stuff, and then a couple times that scared his owners because some weirdo pulled up in a car and yelled, "Hi, Goat," very loud, and that startled them. They seem like nice people. I've chatted with them as in a matter of saying, "Hey, how's it going? Hey, not too bad." That kind of chat. They're friendly chat. It's a nice friendly chat. Yeah, so we saw some turkeys out here before. This is also Turkey Road. A lot of times there's wild turkeys walking around, so you got to be careful. You don't want to hit one. I mean, you know, you'd win, but it would definitely take out your headlight, your grill, any kind of sensors. If you had a fancy car, I don't have a fancy car. I don't have any sensors on the front of my car. Let's see if Penny and Parker, if goats are still out here. And the goats have gone in. Oh well. I guess the sun's going down. They're probably done. They got out there. They got some sun. There's not much kibble. It's winter time. Everything's, nothing's fresh and tasty right now. So I imagine they just come out for the sun. Other than that, nice day shopping. Went to a sale today, an estate sale. One thing when you're buying stuff, a lot of times people buy stuff thinking about what's going to happen in the future or what could happen in the future, and I myself am guilty of that. I've been known to buy things in an effort to prepare for anything that one would want to be prepared for, but some people go overboard. And holy heck, this is the second sale here I've been to, and it was an individual with a lot of money and a lot of space, and they bought a lot of stuff, and they had enough stuff to outfit a town in the event of a catastrophe. I mean, there was just crazy amount of tools, supplies, survival gear. I mean, you just name it. It's just like, holy heck. The only thing I haven't seen, though, has been food. I haven't seen any food. But there's supposed to be at least 2, if not 3 more sales coming out of this person's estate. So maybe they're saving the food up. Woohoo! We made it out. So that intersection there, that's usually kind of dicey. You never know if you're gonna. Sometimes you're there for a while. The light lets out, and it's up the road, but you get this wave of traffic, and by the time they get to where you are, the traffic is kind of evenly spaced out, so it's not like they're gone all at the same time. You're gonna having to wait, and then the traffic starts coming from the other way. And here we go. We're off onto the highway. We're doing the on-ramp. What do we got? It's 3:36. My clock says 4:36 because I don't like to change my clock. I figured in 6 months' time, it's going to be right again. So what's the point of changing it, huh? And here we go. We have successfully merged into traffic. All right, cruise control is set. We got her dialed in. Car in front of me is going a little bit faster than me, so that's good because then I won't creep on him. I like the newer cars have this adaptive cruise control where you set it and it keeps you a set distance away from the car in front of you. And oh man, that is just wonderful. So my theory years ago, my thought was they should have a giant speedometer on the back of cars, so that way when you're behind somebody, you can see how fast they're going, and you can set your speedometer to match theirs. Well, I guess if that was a good idea, they'd have done that. But instead, they have, radar, sonar, I don't know, some kind of R that judges where that car is and keeps you from hitting it. Slows you down, speeds you up. That's all right. I enjoy it. All right, well, that's about all I got right now because I want to listen to some tunes. And if I play the music while I'm making the video, then I'm going to get dinged because I don't own the copyright to Billy Strings. Take it easy.